Okay, so now that we have determined Lebel's spelling ability, which is currently at a grade 3 level, we will now proceed with conducting the formal ESSI assessment battery. Now we have an idea of where to actually start with the assessment, and this is why the spelling screening assessment is so useful under those conditions. So again, we will proceed the same way as we did with the screening spelling test. I will also again read the words out loud to Lebel, and all she will need to do for me is to spell them in the correct order as I pronounce them. You will actually see that the ESSI comes with particular spelling and reading answer sheets appropriate for every grade in terms of reading and spelling. So every sheet should be used according to the screening assessment. So obviously I have now used the S3, which is the grade 3 spelling of the ESSI assessment, to start off with the ESSI battery. Okay. An important rule here is that the teacher or the tester in an ESSI testing situation knows that if you actually go into the manual on page 5 and you refer to the discontinuation rules, meaning what we mean by discontinuation rule is that we need to stop the testing situation at a certain point in time. So the manual clearly actually states that for us. So on page 5, it is stated that the grade 1 spelling and reading test, remember this is not the screening test, but now the formal assessment, you will need to discontinue after 6 consecutive failures made. Now what we mean by 6 consecutive failures is that 6 consecutive failures mean that errors follow one after the other, and you need to pick up a pattern of 6 one after the other errors in order for you to discontinue the test. So for example, if the learner spells the word frog correctly, but then spells the next word game incorrectly, and then spells again the third word wife correctly, you will still mark that as incorrect, but you will need to look at a consecutive pattern of 6 incorrect words in order for you to stop the testing situation at that point in time. So appropriate to Lebel's spelling ability currently, I will have to discontinue after 7 consecutive errors that she has made. If she has not made 7 consecutive errors, you proceed to the next grade level of spelling words until you pick up on 7 consecutive errors, in which is an indication that you then need to stop the assessment. So are you ready to do the next set of spelling words?
Yes, Miss Adrian.
Okay. All right. Okay, so listen carefully. The first word, frog. Thank you, Lebel. How was that?
The first few words were easy, but as we moved along, it became difficult.
Okay, all right. So as long as you tried your best, okay, that's the most important thing. Okay, all right. So this is the end of the grade 3 spelling words of the ESSI assessment battery. So what it is recommended for every tester or teacher in a classroom situation is that after every grade, whether reading words or spelling words, the teacher then takes the sheet and marks each word in order for the teacher to have an indication whether to proceed with the next grade of words, whether in the reading or in the spelling test of the ESSI. So at this point in time, I will allow Lebel to take another break. And in the meantime, I will mark and provide the necessary feedback in order again to establish a pattern of particularly where she has made mistakes and whether I need to proceed with the next level of spelling words.